It's fucking nice out.
Yo, check me out.
Hello?
I once had to bring up P-Man the comedian.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I went on a date with your sister, right?
P-Man the comedian.
That's right.
Stepsister.
Hello?
Former stepsister.
It's the problem with being a stand-up comedian on the road is you're like, we're going to go to dinner, and then I'm going to leave this town, so we might as well just do everything that 4 dates would involve tonight.
What are you saying?
You got to fuck. She wouldn't fuck. Kidding. It's just you can never have like any kind of meaningful relationships when you're on the road.
I didn't know we were going to get into that so early, but...
I don't want to talk about it.
oh, okay. Well,
I do have a
never
question.
happened,
All right.
as far as I'm concerned.
I know this feels like a trap. It's not.
I was kind of afraid this was going to be some kind of
But-
trap situation.
No, I just thought about this yesterday because Ben told me it was going to be you, and I thought, oh, you went on a date with my sister.
Uh-huh.
And then I remember that 2 days after that date with my sister, you tweeted, tried to go down on a girl
That
in a
was not your
Subaru.
sister. That was not your sister. That was another girl in Seattle.
Oh.
What was the tweet again? I remember it vaguely.
It was,
But the main thing is that girl, she's cool. She's like a dirtbag, you know? She's like probably listens to Come
sister?
Down. And no, not your sister. Your sister's like a nice person. You can't.
I've had two different sisters. Well, I'm assuming you fingered her. I've had two different sisters
I
fingered
didn't
by
even
stand-up
kiss.
comedians.
I didn't even kiss your sister.
Oh.
It was a
But you
very.
did fuck her.
It was a very PG, just anal. No kissing, no clothes off. It was just anal sex. I wore a dress too. There was no zipping. I wore a tight skirt. She wore a tight skirt.
Lifted up both your skirts.
Yeah, and we went into a Rough Trade nightclub
okay.
in Capitol Hill, and we pretended to be closeted gay men in the 70s.
Yeah, pretended to be.
I'm not
That's just-
closeted.
That's just hooking up on the road.
Yeah, that's what the road's like. Sometimes
To go on the road?
you cosplay Toms of Finland pictures.
I know the other guy that fingered your sister. That's a comic.
They're both stepsisters.
Do I
Oh,
know
they're
either of
stepsisters.
these comics?
No.
Wait, they're stepsisters?
You know one of them's uncle.
Oh,
I allowed to
like
say that?
everyone
yeah,
knows
yeah,
the uncle.
yeah.
Yeah.
The uncle is
Is
All
he a
right. Kind
guy
of gives it away.
You know, does he talk in a funny voice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Is that guy good at comedy? Sorry.
Can we edit this out?
Yeah.
I'll bleep out.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it out.
No, he's very, very bad.
Good.
Yeah, I'll bleep out the
He-
word.
Actually, he's actually, if were to design a comedian that he fucking hates,
Yeah.
it would be him.
It would be him.
And that's how
100%.
almost
Which is
all
insane.
the relatives of the famous comics are that do comedy. I can't think of. I guess some of Chris Rock's brothers are all right, but there's a lot of really bad relatives of comics. And I'll say it on the air. I'll say it on the record.
But you won't name names.
Fight me, bitch.
One time, a guy walked out of the main room of the Improv. He's like, "Man, I can't even fucking get on stage, and I'm Monique's cousin."
There's this guy and he like walks out like during the middle of the show and he's like he goes so how does one he's like a 50-year-old Mexican guy and he's like, so how does one get on this show? And the guy's like, I don't know, you gotta like send a tape or maybe just like come by the open mic. He goes because I'm the Mexican Rodney Dangerfield. And then he like broke into a Rodney Dangerfield impersonation just like in front of all of us. I love it when that's like such a great like bad road comic thing to just break into your act. Like they think that they can still like elevator pitch the booker at a bar in
Right.
Covina.
Right.
They're like, this will get him.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Go.
And just go into it. Richard Bain told me about a guy in Portland who, by the way, we need to get Richard on the show. But there was a guy in Portland, a big black guy, and he would just do Rodney Dangerfield jokes.
Nice.
But after the punchline, he would play a harmonica. So he would do the punchline and go, whoop.
Did he play them off as his own?
Yes, he would. And then here's the thing:
Like no respect?
When Rodney died, he would do Rodney's jokes, and he'd go, "That one's for you, Rodney." And they're like, "You've been stealing them the whole time. What are you talking about?"
Do you remember any of the jokes the Mexican guy
Just
did?
like I get no respect. You know, just like a,
Just
That was
one of
it?
his quotes?
Yeah, that
Not
was
even a joke?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I walked away. I mean, I love horrible situations like that, but I also don't want to be around it. You know? But it was pretty great. There's some really great stuff that happens to you when you're in like a regional stand-up scene. You get to see some really awful, you know, like what you see at the store at like, you know, 2 a.m. is what most small comedy scenes are like. Just like a mentally ill man who's allowed to just hang out constantly. And then
He's just barely hanging on in
like
life.
a sex worker who needs like friends. It's just awful. Lots of drug addicts and just some of the worst human beings. Like a guy that's like in like drywall sales for some reason also is there. He like won't give up on the dream. There's so many dogs. Nobody can see
Yeah,
this.
no one
but
can see the dogs,
There's a
but-
dog here and there's a dog there. This is heaven.
I'm trying to think of Mexican Rodney Dangerfield that might bomb. I think I should go for it.
Can you do a
Should I go for it? Yeah, I can do Rodney, but I'm trying to think like Mexican Rodney. So he's like, the other day I come home from work and I see a guy running naked through the streets. I go, hey buddy, what's the matter? He goes, what's the matter? Trump's immigration policy.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
and he was fucking my wife. Also.
There we go.
Yeah. That's solid.
Yeah, just make it political and then, but also you're getting
Classic
cuckolded.
political comedian Rodney Dangerfield.
Was he the
Yeah,
first
he wasn't
cuck?
political, was he?
No.
Not at all.
Hashtag resist, you guys. Take that.
Roseanne,
fucking
welcome to the
President Cheeto.
resistance.
Yeah.
He was a cuck. He was famously a cuck.
Who was?
Rodney. His
That
wife
was his whole
caught him,
thing
yeah.
is he never won.
Hey, I'm a
ever.
cuck.
He was drill, basically.
Oh, that was a pretty good Rodney.
Oh, thank you.
Do it again.
Hey, all right.
Is that a cold sore?
It's a zit.
Did you get a cold sore in
This is our
Japan?
friend. People who are watching know who Andy is. This is Sam. Sam's a very funny guy, and he's a writer. He's a funny guy. He's our friend. But Sam, okay, did you tell Andy this story? We were hanging out outside the Improv with Sarah Silverman for like 2 hours.
Oh, I kind of remember this.
She was kind of like high,
Uh-huh.
and she just went up to me and Sam and my friend Brian Bokeh and just talked for like 2
It was
hours.
fucking best.
You crushed with an impression that she loved. What was the impression?
Did I do Farley?
Because you are a good impressionist.
I think I did Farley. I think I kind of panicked and didn't know what to say as Farley, and I was just like, "Looky here, lady, I need help." But she liked it. I
Yeah, she was
think.
like, "Oh my god, that's the." She's like, "I love."
She
that.
liked the Rodney one.
Yeah.
I don't think I did my Rodney joke for her.
Yeah.
Do Bam for us real quick.
Yo, dude, what's going on?
All right, now do Bam hearing that Ryan Dunn is dead.
Yo, dude, no, dude, no, dude. Abe's gonna be so pissed. Abe's gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, that's great.
I gotta go beat the shit out of Phil. I can't. I don't know what else to do with my feelings. Yo, I gotta go kill my dad.
That's sick.
That's a great Bam.
Yo, dude, it's 3 a.m. Oh, I just paid a metal band to fuck my mom in the ass. Abe's gonna be pissed.
Oh man, that's great. Cool.
Phil Margera, one of the world's first pedophiles. That's what he was known for.
Did he get pedophilia
No,
charges?
I thought it was the other guy.
It was Don
Don
Vito.
Vito. Don
He was
Vito.
insanely drunk at a midday fan signing, and so much of his career was like being in bars at night and like
Well, this is his defense. which was pretty poor.
I thought his defense was like it's
His,
still fucked
his
up.
defense
but,
in
like,
court is that he was in character at the
well,
signing,
that was
and
insane.
that's why he
That's
groped the
insane.
12-year-old girl.
That's insane. Well,
that
what-
he was in character.
What happened was he was
Like-
insanely drunk and has insanely bad eyesight and is used to groping fans at bars, and he ended up like grabbing a 13-year-old's tits.
Well, he's also like
He's dead now.
definitely mentally ill. Like, did you look at him ever and just
Yeah.
hear him talk? It was clearly like a man that had been like in a car accident where his head had gotten stuck in like a tire.
He had fat guy, G''EYE, where you get so fat that your eye starts looking in like the other direction.
Is that what happens?
I mean, I think that's I've seen enough fat people have fat guy where I think it's like a thing.
you used to be really fat.
Yeah,
did
I
you
never
have
got fat
weird
guy.
eyes like that?
No,
What did you do? Is that why you say the N-word so much?
because I was
Because
fat.
you were fat, so you feel like you were a minority, like you earned it?
You know, that is a good.
You
I'm gonna start
should-
using that as my reason.
Do you have gross, like when you take your shirt off, do you have gross skin, like stretch marks?
yeah, kind of.
You've never
Take your
seen
shirt
me
off.
with a shirt
Yeah, I
off. I'm
have.
not taking
Take
my
your shirt
shirt.
off.
I'm not taking
Take
my
your shirt off. I
Matt
wanna
used to
see
be
your
really
fucking
fat,
weird
too.
tits.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now I'm just kind of fat.
No, it's not as bad as it could be, but like I need to get big to like make up for like this slightly loose skin I got.
Yeah.
It's not a horror show, but like
When are you
it's
going to
not
do
great.
that?
When? I'm working on it right now.
So do you fuck with the lights on?
Yeah.
You don't care?
No, I got no shame. I think my body's fine now, but
Is that
it's
how you got the herpes?
it's a fucking pimple, dude.
My rule is lights on, shirts on.
yeah.
Lights off, shirts up. If I were to ever
You
have sex,
challenge
that
the
would be my
girl and
rule.
then say
Yeah.
shirts versus skins, and you make her take her shirt
Yeah,
off.
you have to take your shirt off.
I like to do lights out, and then I wear a Philips Hue, like, lit underwear kind of situation. You know what Philips Hue is?
No.
It's a light, like, that you can control with your phone.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I have a special product. It's all my clothes light up. And my dick. It's a condom.
Yeah?
It was a good riff.
Your dick is a condom?
My dick is a condom.
That's convenient.
That's what I say to girls.
Oh,
Girls
don't
are
worry
like,
about it. My
You
dick's
have,
actually
you
a
have
condom.
protection?
Girls are like, "Are you wearing a condom?" And I'm like, "My dick's a condom."
Sam, you should get really fat because I've noticed if you're really, really fat, like really fat, you can get away with saying the N-word.
Yeah.
For whatever, really
You
fat
should
guys,
become
if they
like an
say it,
Eminem Obama character. Like you
Yeah.
should get get a fade, get some gold teeth,
Well,
start wearing chains.
I can't get it. I'm bald.
Yeah, still get the fade. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
get the fade.
Yeah, actually, why doesn't anybody ever do that? Why doesn't anybody do a male pattern baldness with a
Well,
fade?
when I was at Slipknot's festival a few years ago, I saw a dude with a hairstyle that I joked about, which is like you're really balding, but then you still have you shave the sides of your head, but then put your mohawk up, even though you're balding. And a guy did that, and it looked so fucking bad.
I want to see a dude bald on top, cornrows on the side.
I mean, there are dudes like that, aren't there?
That's fucking sick.
Well, they have.
That would be
I've seen
badass.
balding with dreads. That's a really bad look.
Oh, that's a horrible look. Dreads are unanimously bad. Black people can pull them off, but
Kind of. I still don't think they look great.
well, like Alice Walker, like black kind of like artists, are able.
it looks
like,
really good on white people too.
Yeah, like people who like white people who bleach theirs and like listen to like go to like Rob Zombie kind of music related festivals.
Rob Zombie can get away with it in all sincerity.
Does he have dreads?
I think he has had dreads at some point.
And Michael Franti,
Who's Michael Franti?
he's the lead singer of a band called Spearhead. Really bad music, like a black Dave Matthews.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Just when you thought Dave
not
Matthews
lying.
couldn't get any worse.
I'm not lying. I guess
Isn't
on
that just
Fallon-
Hootie and the Blowfish?
On Fallon the other night. No,
Kidding, folks.
that's Darius Rucker,
Darius
and
Rucker.
he is actually like a Grammy-nominated country musician now.
Yeah, you covered
Oh.
Wagon Wheel and all that.
Do you know Cowboy Troy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I know him personally.
Do you actually?
He officiated my wedding. To my dad.
You got married to your dad?
I got married to my dad in Uzbekistan. You're allowed to do it. You fucking fuck your dad. Sam, you just went and did some sex tourism in Japan. You fuck any kids?
Do you want to talk about that? Because I know you are sensitive about anime and whatnot. Sam tried to live inside of manga, basically, for like a month and a half in Japan.
I went for 30 days to Japan. It was sick. It wasn't sex tourism. I would go to Thailand if I wanted to do that.
Okay.
We talked about that.
He fucked 3 times.
I thought
That's
you
it?
fucked twice.
He
I
only
fucked-
fucked 3 times.
I fucked 2 nights, but I think I
You only fucked one person.
Yeah. I was expecting more, but the language barrier was brutal.
Yeah.
I like hit it off a lot of girls initially, but then the language barrier.
Because
would
they
come.
knew the words no. Your whole plan was the defense was going to be that if I can't understand the word no, then it's not a crime. Is that what it was?
Did I tell you about that earlier?
No. I guessed that was your plan.
So what do? You take a lady to a love hotel? That's the
I
move,
did that
right?
one time because I was staying at a hostel that night, so I couldn't bring a girl back to a hostel.
Okay.
So we got like 2 hours at a love hotel.
Are you not allowed to fuck in a hostel?
I mean, there's like 8 people in a room.
Yeah, it's like bunk a bed fucking.
People
do
Is
it.
it against the rules though?
Yeah, I mean, like, I could have done it potentially. Like, they might have been like, "Hey, stop!" But like, I
People
wanna
fuck
be,
in
Well, she was already
hostels,
saying
though.
I
But
just
it's
didn't
like
wanna,
tropical hostels is where that happens more.
I talked to a guy at a hostel who had just fucked like with 4 dudes in the room, like the day before. But like, I don't have that.
How did you talk about that?
He just went right to it. He was like the first thing
Was he Australian?
he was Belgian. He was a scumbag.
Gross.
He was really gross.
Hostels have some really scummy people in them. One time, a guy tried to recruit me in a hostel in Nicaragua to blow up a whaling boat. Yeah,
For how much money?
he just was like part of those people that have the TV show. What are they? The
Whale Wars?
Yeah, the Whale Wars people. He was like, "We're gonna do an operation. We're gonna put some bombs in the hull of this whaling ship and fucking blow to And I
That
was
sounds
like,
badass
Terrorists.
I mean, it was cool, but I was like, I'm like here on a college trip,
Right.
So no.
Matt just landed a new role in the next season of Whale Wars.
Really?
Yeah, as one of the whales.
Is that a fat joke?
Yeah.
I don't think he's that fat.
See?
He's recently
People
lost
always
a
say
lot
that though. They always say I don't think you're that fat,
You,
which means I'm still fat.
I hate that you lost weight because now the fat jokes don't really.
I'm not as funny.
You have lost like 30, 40 pounds?
40. Yeah.
Yeah,
Last
you
I
look
checked
great,
was 40.
man.
Thank you.
Man, you might be able to be in me and your sister's wedding. Because I wasn't going to let you in the photos because no fatties. You guys know what I mean. Everybody gets it. Not trying to be part of some fat family.
I am the only one in my family that is or has been fat.
Really?
In my immediate family, I have like
You're the only
Me
fat
too.
one.
yeah.
Me too.
My mom is tiny.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man.
That's
And
hot.
she has cancer too, so she's really thin.
Had cancer.
Oh.
She beat it?
Yeah, she actually gained weight from cancer because she got fake boobs, and they're bigger than her regular boobs.
My mom did that.
No nipples though.
She got breast cancer and got fake boobs.
She got one tit taken off and replaced, and then a reduction on the other. She wanted smaller titties.
No, my mom went from a C to a B.
Wait, I thought you said she got bigger boobs.
Wait, which one's bigger? She went from a B to a C.
This fucking story has holes all over it. So when you do the show, do you ever like host and intro it?
No.
It just always starts like
Well,
this.
sometimes like last week we had people off, and me and Matt did a monologue, and then we invited people on.
A monologue with both
But-
of us.
Yeah,
So this is like a videotaped podcast, basically.
yeah, it's a video podcast. We're working on getting multiple cameras for a multicam setup, but right now
Are you
we
thinking
just have
about
the
doing it
one.
live eventually, like a Twitch type
going
of thing?
live. I just don't have the money for more equipment.
Yeah.
I'm just slowly.
Also,
getting more
based
and
on the
more
amount of
equipment.
stuff we've had to edit out, I don't know if live would be a great.
Well, with multicam, it would be easier. I can make it look like we just switched subjects.
You could also do a delay, so that you could.
yeah.
What's the oops button is what they call it in radio.
Oh yeah.
I have a podcast I'd like to plug. It's called the Miss Me With That podcast. It'll be on the air pretty soon, just so people know.
Oh really? Who are you doing it with?
This guy Wilfred Padua, he's a Seattle comic,
Is
but
that
he's
an Indian?
He's Filipino.
Oh.
Wilfred, first name. Padua, second name. Yeah,
Sounds like an
he's
Indian.
my writing partner. Yeah, it does kind of sound Indian, but he's not. He's Filipino.
It sounds Native American.
That's what I mean by Indian.
Oh.
Man, I maybe don't know this guy well enough.
You've just been assuming he's Filipino.
Yeah, I never asked, I just kind of, that's what I do with everybody. I just guess. And then if it's a comic, I introduce them with their race. I go, this next guy coming to stage, real funny, he's Filipino. And then I don't say their name.
I had a friend I thought was Italian for like 3 years, and I found he was 100% Puerto Rican.
Ugh.
I know.
Sam is so far removed from. I was going to ask you if you wanted anything to plug. You're so far removed from show business. Last time a guy asked you that, you started charging your phone. Guys, we have a lot of goofs and gags on the show.
You should check that one off. Make sure you get it.
Me and Matt wrote some bad jokes before the show.
I wrote a roast joke for Dan Saint Germain that I want to do.
Oh, do it. Do it.
Okay. Dan Saint Germain. He's a great comic. He's the opposite of a hack. You know, like if a hack is a Dat fan, Dan is Fat Dan.
Got him.
That's good.
So just relay that to Tim, and Tim can relay that to Dan.
I'll send it to him.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course. We got a lot of goofs and gags still in the gambit here. What did Sam, I would like Sam to bomb with this one.
Okay,
You
which
want to
one,
read
the
the
first
top
one?
one?
Okay. No. Do I have to do this
Yeah,
one?
you have to do it.
What did the body say to the shoulders?
I don't know.
Get off my back.
That's good. Who
Okay.
wrote that?
Should I keep
I
going?
wrote that.
That's
just now.
fucking
He wrote
great.
that.
The rest of them?
I'm giving you a job the next time I have one.
Hey, fuck you, man.
You don't get a job, you fucking dirtbag. We'll get
Fucking-
fucking sued and canceled the second somebody finds out
Yeah.
what you talk like off air.
Should I want me to do more?
Yeah.
Marry, fuck, kill. Christmas, the police, and Bill.
Oh, I got this one. You marry Christmas, you fuck the police, and you kill Bill. All right,
Oh,
next.
Jesus.
That's a good joke.
It's all right.
Do you want to do yours, Matt? Yours is better.
Yeah. What do you put on cold pancakes?
I know the answer.
I don't know.
Cough syrup.
Oh, rappers would like that.
Here's the fourth one.
Matt, does that joke have a cold? Because it was sick.
Very cool.
All right,
The
next.
fourth one is a Skrillex joke.
Oh, that's my infamous Skrillex joke. I maybe wrote the worst piece of stand-up, if you'd like to hear it.
Yeah.
Should I not do it?
No, you should, but I disagree that it's the worst piece of stand-up.
It's one of the worst.
I get jealous that you wrote it and I can't do it on stage.
Do it.
So I go, man, you guys ever take acid? That's a wild drug. Like, if you're other day I was on acid, I got pulled over. I thought I was getting pulled over by Skrillex. Like it's like wee woo wee woo wee, beep, 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 boo, wee, beep, 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 boo. I'm going wild for the night, fuck being polite. And then the cop approaches me and he's like, "You have the right to party." And I go, "This is fucking awesome."
It's really bad.
It's like
Oh my god.
He's done it before on stage.
How does
it
it
killed
work?
once. It crushed. It crushed.
Why? Because I was the only person in the room?
No, remember I was fucked up and then I grabbed, this is when I was still drinking, I grabbed the mic stand and I was fucking the speaker
Wait,
and there was
is this at
massive
West Side?
feedback as I was doing it and it was like, and people were freaking the fuck out.
Where was this?
Are you sober?
Yeah, I'm sober now.
How long?
6 months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to a program?
I think I might start going.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's not talk about it on here. What about you?
That
You
funny
think
of a
about getting sober?
subject.
No, absolutely
Good.
not.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to
Drinking
tell
rules.
you, Sam, because you're all kinds of fucked up and you don't do any drugs, so it's like you're just mentally ill, I guess.
Well, I think that's been the show. Unless Sam, do you want to play us a little song?
I could play something to take us out.
Yeah, play that song about the gay pedophile.
Take us away, Sam. And that'll be the episode.
Do you guys want to do some riffs?
We can help you out if you need it.
I mean, you can sing. You know the chorus. You can sing. This is a song about a really tough time in my life. Oh no!
Was that tough time when you had to
Shut
help?
up. Can it? That's what you're gonna say.
No, just like when you used to have to help that anal sex with her in your apartment in Filipino town. No, I'm just asking.
No,
if
it's
that-
not about that.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
not about that time.
Don't cut that, by the way. I want that in there.
I got this guitar for $100 in Japan, folks.
Did you know? Has Sam ever told you that he sometimes will go under the freeway and practice screaming? That's 100% a thing that he
true.
does.
That's what happens if you never drink or do drugs.
I know. It's like just do drugs.
just do it and then
Jesus
stop doing
Christ.
it. We all did it.
It's metal vocals, folks. One time I was doing that
I love how you think like people who do drugs are lame, and then you go under a freeway and yell to nobody, and you're like, "Well, this is fucking sick."
One time I was doing it. I don't think it's sick. I think it's fucking lame. But I have to do it to keep my voice in shape. One time I was doing it under the freeway near my apartment, and a dude walked by and started singing along, and we started talking. It turns out it was like a vocalist I listened to in high school.
Oh wow,
Isn't that weird?
So both you guys turned out to be losers. Sorry, man. I want to hear your song.
Yeah, man. Listen to this song. About a tough time in my life. I just want somebody to suck me off. I said I just want somebody to suck me off. I don't care if it's a girl. I don't care if it's a guy. I don't care if they are old. I don't care if it's a child. I just want somebody to suck me off. I just want somebody to suck me off. It's a work in progress, but
I think it's great.
I thought it was great, man. That's been the show. Thanks
Hey,
for coming
wait,
on, Andy.
Ben.
Thanks, Sam. What's up?
Do you have any peanut butter?
Every episode.
Can you play Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen?
I know so few actual songs.
Damn.
Dude, it's like I told you, fucking Emma texted Robbie asking if I actually fucked a